Hi all, it's me, Jess, back with another video. I am in good spirits today because I can't wait to get this deposition over with. Um, if you don't know, I got subpoenaed and my family is making me go through this traumatic thing all over again, so that's fun. And but no, so I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I'm doing okay. I haven't been making a lot of videos because things have just been rough lately. I well, I've been working on myself, and usually that's not something I would say. I usually worry about other people. I usually worry about everybody else, and then myself comes last. But I've actually been taking some time to myself and putting YouTube and other things on the back burner for now to just try and get my situation, situated, if you will. I'm currently eating Kentucky Fried Chicken and just sitting and, waiting for this deposition to start because it's almost 2 o'clock. And yeah, it's 2 o'clock, and I have a deposition at 3:30. So I'm just sitting here, waiting, brewing, just trying not to have another panic attack. So what's been going on recently? Well, I did tell you guys that I've been having panic attacks. That is still relevant. Let me just move my camera. There we go, because it was, bam, okay, there we go. Lighting situation, everything, got it. So, I've been having panic attacks for the past 2 weeks, and it's so fun. Guys, I would recommend it to everybody. No, seriously. I fucking hate this. Pardon my language. I hate this. And I get that like weird feeling in my chest, and then I start freaking out. And the last time that I came on here and said something about it, that one was pretty bad. I had another one yesterday, and it wasn't as bad, I would say. It lasted a long time. It lasted probably like 6 hours of me panicking and the feeling not going away. But I was able to go to sleep finally, and I didn't go to bed at 8 o'clock in the morning like the other days. So I went to the doctor today, and I told him that I've been having panic attacks and that I have not been sleeping. I go to bed at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm tired. So I'm getting like 6 hours of sleep, but I shouldn't have to go to sleep at 8 o'clock in the morning for me to be exhausted. So I told him that, and I told him that, and then I also told him that I've been having this disassociation feeling, and we're thinking it's because of everything that's happening with the subpoena, and we're hoping it goes away once I do the testimony, and hopefully it goes away and that's that. But we are looking into some therapy options. It looks like currently I am trying to find a therapist. It's not going well. I got denied therapy because I have too much trauma. Can't make this shit up. So they recommended somebody else to me, so I've called them, but I haven't heard anything back yet. And then the route that we're going, it seems like, is I'm going to be an IOP, which if you don't know what IOP is, and you're normal and you've never been through mental health crisis, thank God, I praise you, you don't want to be doing this. But IOP is outpatient. It's like it's outpatient group. It's like group therapy and like one-on-one therapy, where they teach you kind of how to cope with your disorder or cope with the things that you're going through in life right now. They also manage your medications, so it's sort of like the hospital, but you're not staying there. You go usually like 4 to 5 times a week, and if you're in like an intensive IOP, it's usually like five times a week. I think I was in before, and then if you are in like a less intensive, it's usually like 3 days. So I've been in these programs before. When I was in high school, I was in like a half-day IOP program where I would go there during my school day, and then I would go, and it was like a school type of thing, and then the rest of the day I would go to therapy, and then I haven't been in IOP in a really long time. The last time I was COVID, and it didn't go well because they just were trying to like push everybody out the door because COVID was going on. So I didn't feel like I really got help. So this time, we're going to try an IOP. I usually go to IOP for my bipolar disorder. And that's usually been what I've been dealing with in those times where my bipolar disorder is acting awry. And I have to go to this IOP program for that. But recently, my trauma my trauma has been coming up a lot more prevalent in my life. So I'm thinking of going to like an all women's group for trauma. How many times can I say the word trauma in this video? But I've never been in one of those before. I've been offered to... Sorry, my cat is trying to get into the door under the cat is like underneath the doorway, and it's just funny. But so I've never been in a group for trauma related stuff. I've never been in an all women's group either. So that's going to be something new if they still have that. I'm not sure what's going on at the moment. We've looked into these things, but nothing's set in stone. Like, I don't have a start date that I'm going yet. I was very against going into the trauma group before, only because I did not want to relive my trauma every day of my life and go into this group and have to talk about it all the time. But now, seeing as though I'm having panic attacks almost every day, I think it might be beneficial for me to go into this group and maybe get some things figured out, especially because I'm having very, very terrible dreams. I have mentioned this in my videos before. I'm having dreams of being the R word. I'm not going to say it because YouTube doesn't like when you say stuff like that, since I've heard from my podcast because they don't want to monetize my podcast. But yeah, I've been having a lot of really terrible dreams, and they affect my day-to-day life because those dreams are so real that when I wake up, it takes me like hours to get out of the mood that I'm in because they just seemed so real, like it actually happened. And they usually involve people from my actual life. So it might be a friend, it might be somebody I went to school with that is doing said things to me, and I am like mind boggled that this is going on, and it's not real, but it feels so real that you're taken aback by it. So that's what's going on. So therapy, IOP, and then if worse comes to worse, if my panic attacks don't subside after this whole subpoena thing is over with, then I'm going to have to make the hard decision to put myself in the hospital. I really don't want to, but I think that it might be beneficial for me to have a break and have somebody else maybe do my medications for me for a little bit, because I'm getting really overwhelmed. I'm taking my medication at night, and I'm now associating my panic attacks with my medication, so that's something I've talked to my doctor about today. They are saying that since I just started the lithium again, the lithium might be kind of adding to this disassociation feeling, so I'm not completely wrong, I guess. But I still have not been prescribed sleep medication, and that's why I'm leaning towards the hospital, because at least in the hospital they'll give me sleep medication, I get good amounts of sleep, I'm in group therapy, which group therapy is something that's so beneficial for me that I can't find out in the real world. Ever since COVID, it's like group therapy doesn't exist, especially for people that are bipolar, which you would think that if you're bipolar, you need like you want to relate to people, but whatever. So this is like really a rant tangent spiel that I'm going on, but But that's me. So, yeah, that, and I have a lot of stuff in my personal life going on. Currently, I have some personal relationship problems that I'm going through, and that's adding to the unnecessary stress that I have. Um, it's not really like a big thing, I guess, but combined with the panic attacks and this, and the nightmares and not sleeping. And and my moods have been all over the place. This is another big thing as to why I think the hospital is looking like a better alternative for me if the IOP doesn't work out. Honestly, too, I could be an IOP and then they could tell me, hey, like, this is not the level of care you need. You need to go to the hospital. So that could also be something that happens in the future. I'm just keeping my possibilities open because I don't want to be closed-minded and say, no, I'm not going to go to the hospital. And then when I do go to the hospital, it becomes this big debacle like last time. Because last time I was in crisis. I want to be prepared this time if I have to go in the hospital. And these are all things, sorry, again, going on another tangent, but like these are all things that people that deal with mental illnesses need to keep in mind. I don't think the regular people think of these things on a day-to-day basis, how, you can be living your life and you need to take a break from your life to work on yourself. And it's not just like, oh, okay, like, I'll give myself like a day of like off of work or something and take like a day to go get my nails done and like go watch a movie or something. Like, no, like there's people like me and many other people I know that they need to be in the hospital or they need to be in an IOP like an intensive program for their life to change for the better. And it's not like a normal thing people deal with, so that's why I'd rather talk about it on YouTube than talk about it with like somebody in real life, because I don't talk to the people that like I was in the hospital with before. I've lost contact with them, and they were really the only ones that would truly understand, because they've been there, literally. But yeah, so I mean that. Aside from that, I got a job. I'm gonna start my job at Amazon at the end of the month, and I'm gonna be making a pretty decent amount of money. I go for my drug test and my pre-employment screening tomorrow. Very excited for that, and then I have to go get like my 60-something shots in my noggin tomorrow for my Botox injections, so that's also exciting. Um, I've noticed my migraines they've really ramped up. I've been driving at night, and I normally do not drive at night. I have stopped driving at night altogether because my migraines are so severe. I cannot deal with the lights, and my eyesight, I would say, my eyesight is pretty, never mind. But yeah, I can't deal with the lights. I get a severe, severe, severe migraine from all of the high beams that people have on, and it's really difficult for me to drive on country roads, which is around here where I live. It's all country roads and all highway driving, so you don't really get a break from that. So I had my nerve block last week, and I've been having migraines since, which is normal because it seems like every time I get the injections, the week after is like the worst week for me. I don't know why, but I'm gonna actually talk to my doctor tomorrow about seeing. They were supposed to prescribe me an injectable. They never did because my insurance didn't cover it, of course. What's new? So I'm going to see if they can put me on that, because now that I'm going back to work, I'm working nights. I'm going to have to be driving at night, and I'm also going to be in a warehouse with like a lot of fluorescent lights and loud noises, and that's something that my migraines, I can't take it, and it gives me an instant headache. So I have to figure something out. I've just been really stressed with all of my medical and mental issues that I don't even want to do YouTube lately. Like, I don't feel like there's anything of worth for me to talk about other than my medical problems. I haven't been really doing anything fun other than like swimming maybe, or like I went to the movies. Um, I've really just been like laying around trying to get sleep. Like I'm miserable because I'm not sleeping. I'm up until the morning time. I go to bed. I wake up in the middle of the afternoon, and then by then I don't want to do anything, and it's nighttime again. So yeah, I have some branding stuff I've been doing. I also put that on the back burner. My branding, I do branding on Join Brands, uh, as you may know. And I have this, it's called Night Shred. It's a weight loss supplement with a sleep aid. I'm going to start taking this because they will not prescribe me any sleep medication, and I'm tired of not getting any sleep, so I'm going to try this and see if this works. I got it free through work. I just had to do some branding stuff for it, and I'm also trying to lose weight, so hopefully, you know, it helps me. How I've been doing on Ozempic. I have been doing well. I am now 185 pounds. I started the Ozempic when I was 203 pounds, I believe. So I've lost about, you know, like 20 pounds. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I look a lot better. It's definitely helping my mental state because after I had my daughter, not being able to move around and being so lethargic and tired from all of the blood loss and things like that, I wasn't exercising. So now I'm moving around a lot more. I've been losing weight. I feel better. The the thought that I actually look better makes my mental state a little better too. Because let's be honest, a lot of people don't want to admit. I'm not trying to be like shallow and be like I have to look the best for me to feel the best, and that's not the case at all. But it does help when you can fit in your clothes a lot better, you know. So that's been going well, but it's also been a little bit of a struggle because I'm not hungry and I'm nauseous all the time, and I'm thinking of actually going off the Ozempic and asking like if they can just take me off of it because I don't eat throughout the day, and my blood sugar is probably like really low, so that's not helping with my panic attacks because my blood pressure was low the other day too. My blood pressure is now high. The past 2 weeks has been real high. I wonder why, because of the subpoena. But I don't know. I just figured I'd fill you guys in. I'm going to go with my friend to go get food later after the depositions, so maybe I can just chill out a little bit. I'm gonna it's like an hour drive to their house, so I'm gonna have some music on and try and chill myself out from this deposition that I gotta do, and then go get some food. I am going to the diner. I'm not gonna tell you which diner because that'd be a little weird, but I'm going to the diner and I always get the same thing. I always get turkey that has stuffing and mashed potatoes on the side, and I am so excited. But that'll probably be my dinner and like my meal for the rest of the day. And and then like I said, tomorrow I have my pre-employment screening, I have my Botox injections, and then the day after that I have to bring Yessie to the doctor for her neurologist just to make sure everything is okay. Now that we are on the she's not autistic and she has hopefully nothing wrong with her boat, thank the Lord. But yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about. I just wanted to fill you guys in. I hope you guys are all having a good day. I've been trying to talk to you guys a little bit more in the comments. There's a few people that I talk to here and there. You make my day a lot better, knowing that I have people that actually care about what I have to say out there. If you've made it this far in the video, like I said, yeah, I'm so glad that you care about what I have to say, and that I'm not just talking to myself. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you have a good rest of the week. The week just started. Hope you guys have, some plans for the weekend and stuff like that. Me, I don't really have anything going on for the weekend thus far, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. But yeah, just leave me a comment, about anything. If you want to talk, go just put it in the comments, and I'll talk to you with it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, and bye.